So in the least surprising news that you're going to hear all day, one of Elon Musk's doggy boys, 25-year-old Marco Elez, was allowed to resign because the Wall Street Journal discovered his old Twitter account. And when I say old, he was using it just a few weeks ago. The reason that Wall Street Journal reached out is because this guy, Marco Elez, was using a Twitter account to advocate for racism and eugenics. Now, I know that that's consistent with Elon Musk's personal views, but it takes a profound amount of hubris to take a 25-year-old from your private companies who's a racist piece of shit and invite him into the treasury and give him access to virtually every American's financial records. This racist little troll had worked for at least 3 of Elon Musk's private companies before he was invited to start working for the government under Elon Musk as part of his DOGGIE committee. I'm going to try to say some of the quotes from this kid's Twitter account on Wall Street Journal and hope that my account doesn't get banned. So Marco Elez wrote on Twitter, while working for Elon Musk, that he advocated for repealing the Civil Rights Act and backed a, quote, eugenics immigration policy. He also wrote, quote, "You could not pay me to marry outside of my ethnicity," end quote. And now what's crazy about this is just this morning, a judge permitted this specific guy, this 25-year-old Elez, to continue to access the Treasury Department's payment systems. Elez wrote on Twitter, quote, "I was racist before it was cool," end quote. And then Elon Musk invited him to go from X to working for the government, invited him into the Treasury to get to your data. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty problematic when you have neo-Nazis working in government. Because a government that's supposed to be by the people, for the people, doesn't work if you have racists who are going to treat some people differently because of their race. So look, you may feel powerless right now with all this crazy shit going on, but the truth is you're not. Members of Congress, of the Senate, of both sides, they are feeling the heat. For the past few days, the Senate switchboard has been down. Most calls that are being made to get into DC Senate offices, they have failed because the switchboard is being overwhelmed with calls. Members of Congress, senators, they recognize that that means that Americans are pissed. So don't just be outraged online. Call your member of Congress, call your senators, and tell them you want the DOGGIE committee and Elon Musk to get the fuck out of our government. Because if Elon Musk isn't vetting his guys, or if he is, and he's letting racists into the Treasury on purpose, either way, that's a massive national security risk. And it's a risk to every one of you who lives in the United States. If you pay taxes, if you've been on disability, if you're paying Social Security, if you live on Social Security, if you've ever worked for the government or the military like I did, it's little racist pieces of shit like this that Elon Musk is giving your data to. I mean, think for a minute. A kid who's advocating openly on Twitter for genocide and eugenics, you think that's someone that, like, the Chinese government can't target? That some foreign adversary, some spy, isn't going to be able to get them to flip? Either because they've got compromising information, like this Twitter account was, or because this kid's just a piece of shit and he likes hurting people. The guy's advocating for eugenics, specifically against Indian people. You think while he was at Treasury, he wasn't specifically targeting people of certain races and ethnicities to maybe harass or cause real harm to? That's what Elon Musk and Donald Trump are trying to fill the government with. So go to 5calls.org, call your member of Congress, call both of your senators, and tell them to get the fucking DOGGIE committee and Musk out of government.